Just a quick bit of background information about myself. I opened a business, Arkiva Creative, about 3.5 years ago with the sole goal, and very passionate about helping businesses grow through creative solutions. So that's your websites and your branding and all your sort of marketing side there. So it's a bit of a quick spiel. Now I'm here today to talk about websites, why and how. Now I thought my goal today is to just to ensure that you leave this room a little bit more equipped on your understanding of your online presence. So because I don't have much time this morning, I've broken it down to just some 3 key points about your online presence and just 2 quick guides I'll go through that'll at least help you get you on your way of understanding a bit more. Now, my first point is every business needs a website. Now, I've heard a few clients and a few people in speaking say that they don't need a website because they get enough traffic in and they get enough clients in and enough customers in. They don't feel they need a website. Well, that's where it's not about you. It's about your consumers and where are they? Online. So it's about trying to help them. So for instance, if you're a hairdresser and your clientele may have been more professionals that are busy professionals that don't have much time, you might want to put an online booking system where they could book to any time to get their hair done. So that straight away adds value to your business because you're helping your customer a little more. So it's about thinking about that. And also one thing is size doesn't matter now. If you're feeling a bit daunted on the price or where to start, there's a lot of online tools and a lot of resources to help you along the way to realising there is better outcomes. There's not $5,000 sites. You can set up sites for free if you need to. So yeah, I'll go into that a little bit more soon. First impressions count. Now, a website is representing your business. So if your website's looking dull and boring with useless information, well, guess what? So is your business. So you need to make sure that it's representing you correctly. In this day and age, we'd all know that we're bombarded with a lot of visual information. So now more than ever, especially the younger generation, feeling like they, I suppose they do have a higher expectation of the visual stimulus. And also, one thing I'd like to sort of say is, look at your website. Is it something that's eye-catching and people will want to keep their eyes fixed on the website and not be left behind? So, you wouldn't rock up to a job interview or a client presentation in, your tracky dacks or flip-flops or anything like that. We all try our best to look our best. So just like the client interview or the presentation, they would look at you and think, you don't look as you don't look as professional, and they wouldn't take you as seriously. So that's one reason why your website needs to make sure it's clear and precise, so people just straight away, it appeals to your target market and presents a positive image. Now here I've just showing you a landing page of a website that Trevor and Marion won't mind me saying was, so they're a financial company and they're quite vibrant. When I met them, they're quite vibrant business people. Their website, I'd feel, it doesn't really reflect that. It does look quite dull and a bit boring, a bit too much going on and not really knowing where to go. And it honestly didn't reflect their business and who they were. So on their redesign, I just thought I'd point out just a few things why this website reflects their business more. Now, you need to focus on the benefit of the customer. So make sure that your headlines grab attention. So for instance, ask a question or make sure you solve a problem. So straight away we've got here, feeling happy and confident and secure about your finance. Straight away it's asking a question and getting them thinking, well, it says, congratulations, you must already be a Midas Home Loan customer. If not, here's a snippet to explain why you can trust us for your financial security. So straight away it's telling them to give an action to watch this video. So that's a really good landing page because as soon as you come on, you know what you're wanting to do. Also, make sure you focus on getting the visitors to take an action like I mentioned. There is no distracting links. So straight away they kind of do have a feel where to go and what they're about. And also short copy, so short bits of information that pretty much sums you and your business up. And make sure, like I mentioned, was you have a prominent call to action. So at the end of this video, it says, please fill in a free online application that we can, you can get a free consultation. So straight away, you know what you do when you go on the site. So it reflects them a lot more, a bit more bright and vibrant. Okay. So first, so present a professional image. For a small business, a well-designed website is a really great asset because it instills confidence and it actually makes you bigger than you are. Now, in this generation, if you don't have a business, it's actually becoming quite unprofessional in the sense users will, if they can't find your website, they will no way take you as professional or as serious. So it's really important to have a gateway that someone can access your details at all time, 24/7. And it's just really convenient for everyone, and it provides instant gratification. So, if they're wanting to know more about your business or any of that sort of information, at any time they can access that. So it's very important to make sure that you have a key on what sort of information you want to provide 24/7. Now, also just quickly going to go through some 6 steps to a heaps good website. So I thought I'd just go through them all quickly now. Just a quick spiel to get you an idea of what makes a winning website. So one that meets objects of the business and satisfy the needs of your visitors. So first step, you've got a plan. So failure plan is the first thing that I find with a lot of businesses that come to me with their websites needing to be redesigned. They didn't research enough or invest a bit of time to work out what they wanted to achieve for the site, and make sure that you describe your target market. Do you understand the information your visitors want on your website? So make sure you know that too. Also create headlines that grab attention, break content up using meaningful subheadings, keep paragraphs short, put your main message in the first paragraph, keep sentences short and digestible, use bullet lists instead of long sentences, stay focused on the customers and their needs, don't use industry jargon. So it's really good to sound good. The next one is look good. So obviously, like I mentioned before, the design's got to influence where the visitors will just stay and have a look around or leave in a hurry. Now, the look won't keep the user on the website. That's primarily the job of the content, but they need to work together well. So to have the logo, now some of these points down here is just because they do follow good guidelines. So make sure some of them come because people are what they're used to on the web, and sometimes because it's what I say so. But logo at the top of every page, usually top left, links back to your home. So make sure your logo on your website always links back to your home because that's becoming quite common practice. Menu navigation buttons clear and of clutter, constant colours and fonts throughout your site. So your font size needs to be really easy to read and web friendly. So I say a paragraph size of about 12 to 14 is really clear and easy to read. Everything looks like it belongs to the same site. Short, sharp, crisp images, and make sure you just research on the internet some other competitors and just websites so you have a good idea of what's around. It's also got to feel good. So you've got to make sure that it's got to be easy for your users to use. So usability refers to how easy someone can use your site. So a few key points to make sure that your site doesn't make people work hard to get around, don't make them think too much, and don't make them waste time to figure out how to use your website. Main navigation needs to be easy to find and read. Navigation remains the same on every page. Do not create pages with no navigation. Place all the important links on the home page. Identify current page locations for the visitors. Write links so that they make sense. So make sure you don't say, click here to download this PDF. It should actually be highlighted. Here is a PDF for you to download and enjoy. And that would be the link. So underline links only. Use underline links for links. Or that can actually be quite confusing if you underline a word and people will associate that with a link. So The step 5, it's got to act good. So when I say that is, it's got to actually do something. You've got to make visitors, encourage them to take an action of some kind. So, for instance, you could do offer a free quote, or sign up for a newsletter, or fill out a request form. Whatever you need to do to get them engaged, so you can get some information to have a key lead. Register for an event, or request for an appointment. And also, lastly, it's got to stay good. So, in saying that, I mean you've got to keep it up to date. Make sure that you've got all your new testimonies on there. Make sure you haven't got any old information, like old seasonal information, because that can become very unprofessional if that's not look like it's relevant or up to date. People won't stay on to have a read. And do you know any information you want to change on your homepage? Also, is your call to action still enticing? Do any of your images need updating? So that's sort of a quick run through just to give you a bit of an idea. And I've also just done quick, sorry.
You were so quick on step 5 that I missed the last
Oh, yeah, I can go back. Sorry, if I know how to. Here we go.
Just some ideas of
Yeah, sorry, I'm going through it quickly just to cover a lot. I apologise for that. So yeah, make sure you take an action through your site. So there's no point in just having a site where people look and leave. It'd be good to sort of encourage them to take a certain action.